Imagine this: a silent universe, vast, endless, unshakable, watching every thought you think, every emotion you carry, every belief you hold close to your heart. It responds without words. It answers without speaking. It reflects without hesitation. It is a mirror that doesn't show your face, but your energy, your vibration, your inner world. Whatever you project outward returns to you. Who you are internally shapes what you experience externally. There is no randomness in this. There is no accident in this. There is only alignment. The law of attraction begins not around you, but within you. Before you change your life, you must change your inner world. Before you attract something new, you must release the old. Before you walk into your future, you must sharpen your intention. Today, you step into a deeper understanding, not the surface-level idea people talk about, not the oversimplified version you hear, but the real, powerful foundation that turns thought into reality. Let's begin. Clarity. Know exactly what you want. Everything begins with clarity. Clarity is direction. Clarity is focus. Clarity is the map that guides you toward the life you seek. Most people fail not because the dream is too big, but because the dream is too vague. They say they want success, but what kind of success? They say they want money, but how much and for what purpose? They say they want happiness, but what does happiness even look like? The universe cannot respond to a blurry request. Imagine walking into a restaurant and telling the waiter, "Bring me something good." He can bring anything, but it might not be what you actually wanted. Life works the same way. When you are unclear, you receive random outcomes. When you decide exactly what you want, the universe begins shaping the path toward it. Clarity doesn't mean knowing every detail. It means knowing the destination. It means having a vision sharper than the limitations around you. Your mind is a compass. If you leave it unpointed, it spins in confusion. But the moment you choose direction, your energy begins aligning with purpose. So ask yourself, what do you want? Not what others expect, not what society admires, not what looks impressive on the outside. What do you want? What future do you see when no one is watching? What dream wakes you up when your mind is quiet? What desire keeps returning no matter how many times you ignore it? That is your truth. That is your path. That is your purpose asking to be lived. Clarity is step one because it summons the universe to open the first door. Belief builds unshakable faith. Once clarity exists, belief becomes the fuel. You can have the clearest goal, the strongest desire, the most beautiful vision, but if you don't believe it's possible, your energy collapses before you begin. Doubt is the silent killer of dreams waiting to be born. Doubt whispers, "You're not ready, you're not capable, you're not worthy, who do you think you are?" These whispers don't come from the universe. They come from fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of stepping into the unknown. But here's the truth. The universe rewards certainty, not fear. Belief is not pretending. Belief is not delusion. Belief is choosing to trust your own potential even when the path isn't visible yet. Think about the people who build incredible lives. They didn't walk into success confidently. They became confident by choosing faith over fear. Belief is a decision. Belief is permission. Belief is energy that says, "I can become this. I can live this. I can rise to this." You don't have to feel ready. You simply have to refuse to limit yourself. When belief becomes firm, fear loses power. Obstacles lose shape. Doubts lose meaning. The universe begins moving in your direction. Belief is the magnet that pulls possibilities into your life. Visualization. See it before you live it. If clarity is your direction and belief is your fuel, visualization is the blueprint. Your subconscious mind cannot distinguish between a memory you lived and a future you imagine vividly. This is why champions visualize victory before stepping into the arena. This is why leaders see success in their minds before building it in reality. This is why achievers feel the destination long before they arrive. When you visualize, you activate your subconscious. When the subconscious accepts the vision, your habits shift, your behavior adjusts, your energy aligns. Your mind begins opening doors you didn't know existed. Visualization is not daydreaming. It is deliberate mental creation. Close your eyes and see the life you want. Feel the weight of the door you want to walk through. Imagine the home you desire. Picture the peace in your mind. See the success in your actions. Feel the confidence in your presence. Let your mind hold the vision until it becomes familiar, until it becomes normal, until it becomes real internally. Because once it becomes real inside, your outside world starts rearranging itself to match the image in your mind. Visualization creates alignment. Alignment creates action. Action creates momentum. Momentum creates manifestation. There is a truth that most people never learn, a truth that decides whether a dream dies young or becomes destiny. That truth is simple. Your emotions are the real language of the universe. Not your words, not your thoughts, not your wishes. Your emotional state is what the universe responds to first, because emotion is energy, and energy is the currency of the law of attraction. Thoughts create direction, beliefs create foundation, but emotions, they create power. They fuel your intention, they strengthen your vibration, they magnetize your future toward you. This part of the journey is where your inner world begins shaping your outer reality. Let's go deeper. Emotion. Fuel your vision with power. Thoughts alone are not enough. A thought without emotion is like lightning without electricity. It flashes, but it doesn't charge anything. Emotion is the force that turns a thought into attraction. Whatever you feel deeply becomes the frequency you send out. People wonder why they can't manifest. They think positive thoughts but feel negative emotions. They speak dreams but carry fear in their heart. They imagine success but feel unworthy inside. The universe listens to the feeling, not the sentence. If you think abundance but feel lack, you attract lack. If you think confidence but feel insecurity, you attract insecurity. If you think love but feel fear, you attract fear. Emotion is the truth behind your intention. This is why emotional mastery is a requirement for manifestation. You must learn to elevate your emotional state. Not by forcing happiness, not by pretending everything is perfect, but by choosing emotions that align with your vision. Joy, gratitude, excitement, belief, peace, certainty. These emotions are powerful frequencies. They raise your vibration to match the future you want to attract. When you feel good, you become magnetic. When you feel aligned, you become unstoppable. When you feel powerful, you become a match for everything powerful. Emotion is the bridge between what you imagine and what you receive. Gratitude, the magnet of abundance. Gratitude is not just a practice. It is a transformation, a shift, a recalibration of reality. Gratitude is the vibration that tells the universe, I see my blessings, I honor them, I appreciate them, and I am open to more. Most people focus on what is missing. They focus on what they don't have. They focus on what worries them. They focus on what frustrates them. And the universe multiplies whatever you focus on. Focus on lack, you attract more lack. Focus on fear, you attract more fear. Focus on problems, you attract more problems. The law of attraction is not emotional punishment. It is energetic reflection. Gratitude flips the mirror. It shifts your focus from absence to presence, from scarcity to abundance, from negativity to possibility. When you wake up grateful, your vibration rises. When you speak with gratitude, your energy softens. When you walk with gratitude, your entire world expands. Gratitude is not a moment. It is a state of being, a mindset, a frequency. It opens the door to everything you desire. Here's the secret few people understand. Gratitude is the fastest path to receiving more, because it proves that you can appreciate what you already have. The universe will never give more to someone who is blind to what is already in their hands. Every blessing grows in the soil of appreciation. So begin each morning with gratitude. End each night with gratitude. Search for it everywhere, because the more you appreciate, the more you attract. Action. Turn energy into reality. The law of attraction is not passive. It is not waiting. It is not sitting quietly hoping something will change. Thoughts create intention. Beliefs create strength. Visuals create blueprint. Emotions create vibration. But action Action is the spark. Action is the point where the invisible becomes visible. You can meditate every day. You can visualize every night. You can speak affirmations beautifully, but if you refuse to move, your dream stays still. Manifestation is a partnership between your inner world and your outer effort. When you take action, you show the universe, I am ready, I am committed, I'm not just wishing, I'm participating. Even the smallest action has power. Because action creates momentum. Momentum creates opportunity. Opportunity creates transformation. Action is alignment in motion. You don't need perfect steps. You don't need the full map. You don't need to have it all figured out. You only need to begin. Begin with what you have. Begin where you stand. Begin with what is in your control. The universe responds to movement. When you knock, doors open. When you walk, paths appear. When you try, opportunity finds you. This is the forgotten truth. Manifestation is not magic, it is cooperation. Your thoughts build the vision, your emotions fuel the vision, and your actions honor the vision. The dream becomes real when the inner world and the outer world finally align. But this is only half the journey. To master the law of attraction, you must shape the world around you, your environment, your words, your persistence, your identity. Because energy doesn't just come from within, it comes from the people you meet, the spaces you enter, the choices you make every single day. When your surroundings shift, your vibration shifts. And when your vibration shifts, your future shifts with it. There comes a point in your journey where you realize something powerful. Your inner world alone is not enough. Your thoughts matter, your emotions matter, your beliefs matter, your actions matter. But there is another force quietly influencing your vibration, your environment. The spaces you live in, the people you spend time with, the conversations you entertain, the habits you repeat daily. All of these are shaping your energetic frequency, whether you like it or not. And to master the law of attraction, you must master the world you allow around you. Let's dive deeper. Environment shape the world that shapes you. Your environment is the invisible hand that pushes you forward or pulls you back. Most people underestimate how much energy a room, a person, a conversation, a routine can hold. But your environment is not passive. It's active. It's powerful. It's influential. It is constantly teaching your subconscious what to believe. Spend time with negative people and your energy weakens. Sit in cluttered spaces and your mind becomes foggy. Stay around people who complain and your vibration collapses. Live in chaos and chaos becomes normal. But surround yourself with positivity and your frequency rises. Surround yourself with discipline and your habits strengthen. Surround yourself with ambition and your potential expands. Your environment is not just where you live, it is what you become. You don't attract what you want, you attract what your environment allows you to become. So ask yourself honestly, who do you spend your time with? What conversations fill your day? What content do you consume? What energy surrounds your space? If your environment does not match your future, it will keep you stuck in your past. Choose people who lift you. Choose spaces that calm you. Choose habits that empower you. Choose energies that align with your vision. When your environment rises, your vibration rises, and when your vibration rises, your life rises with it. Sounds. Words are vibrations. Words are commands you give to your subconscious mind. Every time you say, I am, you program your identity. I am tired. I am unlucky. I am not enough. I never get what I want. These are not harmless statements. They are instructions. Your mind listens. Your energy lowers. Your reality adjusts itself to match your words. This is why affirmations are so powerful. Not because they are magic, but because they rewire your beliefs. When you say, I am worthy, your subconscious begins searching for evidence of worth. When you say, I attract opportunities, your mind starts recognizing the doors in front of you. When you say, I am confident, your actions shift toward confidence. Affirmations are not about lying. They are about choosing the identity you want to grow into. Speak strength. Speak clarity. Speak abundance. Speak confidence. Speak peace. Speak purpose, because the universe listens to the vibration of your words. Your words create your belief. Your belief creates your behavior. Your behavior creates your frequency. Your frequency creates your future. Affirmations are the seeds of a new identity, planted in the soil of your mind. Speak what you want to become. Persistence. Stay until the universe responds. This is the point where most people fail. Not because the dream was wrong, not because the universe didn't listen, not because the vision wasn't aligned, but because they quit too early. Manifestation is not instant. It is not fast food magic. It is not overnight success. It is a process like planting a seed. You plant the intention. You water it with belief. You nourish it with emotion. You support it with action. You protect it with alignment. And then you wait. Not anxiously, not desperately, not fearfully, but patiently, confidently, steadily. Most people give up right before the breakthrough, right before the results show, right before the universe delivers what they've been preparing for. They stop believing just when the energy was about to shift in their favor. Persistence is the invisible force that turns energy into reality. When the results are slow, keep going. When progress is quiet, keep going. When signs are small, keep going. When fear returns, keep going. Your consistency signals to the universe that you are serious. Persistence transforms vibration into manifestation. It turns desire into destiny, because the universe does not reward speed, it rewards stability. Speak your intention. Hold your vision. Stay aligned. Stay moving. Stay believing. Everything you want is already on its way. You just have to stay long enough to receive it. But there is still one final piece left, the most powerful step of all, the step where your identity merges with your destiny. This final step is where the law of attraction goes from a technique to a transformation. There is a moment in every transformation journey when everything shifts, a moment where desire turns into identity, where dreams turn into truth, where intention turns into embodiment. This moment is called alignment. Alignment is the highest form of the law of attraction. It is the final stage, the ultimate activation, the point where your outer world begins reflecting your inner world without resistance. Alignment is not about wanting. It is not about hoping. Alignment means you become the version of yourself that your dream requires. You stop chasing and you start matching. Let's go deeper. Alignment, become what you want to attract. You cannot attract a life that does not match your identity. You cannot attract health while living in unhealthy habits. You cannot attract wealth while thinking in lack. You cannot attract love while carrying resentment. You cannot attract peace while living in chaos. The universe does not respond to what you speak with your mouth. It responds to what you embody with your being. Alignment means you stop asking for the blessing and you start acting worthy of the blessing. You step into the mindset of the person you want to become. You begin living as if the dream is already yours. This is not pretending. This is shifting your frequency. Think of it like tuning a radio. If you want to hear a certain station, you must tune your frequency to match it. Your dream exists on a specific frequency of confidence, discipline, belief, gratitude, purpose, and emotional alignment. Vibration. Here's what alignment looks like. You want financial freedom? Start managing money wisely now. Start thinking like someone who already lives in abundance. Start speaking like someone who expects opportunity. Start behaving like someone who respects growth. You want love? Treat yourself with love first. Heal your own wounds. Stop accepting connections that shrink your spirit. Become the version of yourself that love is drawn toward. You want peace? Remove the people who disturb it. Clear the routines that drain you. Take responsibility for your mental space. You want success? Live with discipline. Live with consistency. Live with habits that your future self depends on. You attract not what you desire, but what you are aligned with. When your actions match your vision, your energy becomes magnetic. Opportunities appear. People show up. Doors open. Paths clear. Life responds. Alignment is the signal the universe cannot ignore. The destiny of your energy. Take a deep breath and let this truth settle into the deepest parts of your being. Your life is not controlled by luck, by chance, by circumstance, or by fate. Your life is shaped by the energy you choose every single day. Your thoughts are building your reality. Your beliefs are shaping your direction. Your emotions are charging your vibration. Your actions are proving your intention. Your environment is molding your frequency. Your persistence is strengthening your momentum, and your alignment is deciding your destiny. Nothing you want is out of reach. Nothing you dream is impossible. Nothing you imagine is too far away. The universe is not withholding from you. It is waiting for you to match the frequency of the life you want. Every great destiny began with a decision, a moment where someone said, "I deserve more. I am capable of more. I am becoming more." You can make that decision today, because success was never an accident. Happiness was never random. Peace was never rare. Abundance was never limited. All of it is waiting for the person who becomes aligned with the highest version of themselves. The universe mirrors your energy. Whatever you send out returns multiplied. Whatever you believe becomes possible. Whatever you embody becomes real. So choose clarity, choose belief, choose emotion, choose gratitude, choose action, choose environment, choose affirmations, choose persistence, choose alignment, choose the life you were meant to live. This is the law of attraction. This is how energy becomes destiny. This is how you create the life that is calling your name. Your future is not waiting for permission. It is waiting for alignment. Step into it, rise into it, become it. Because the moment you align, your destiny arrives.